Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96, and I'm a little under the weather today, but I thought I'd sit here under the heater vent where I could get warm and unroll some pennies. I'm still kicking away at this box of pennies I was able to procure at my bank last week. But I do need to take them back if I want to get something else. So, got to get them undone. So, excuse me. So, here we are. It's Saturday morning. I looked, get them on. Didn't see anybody else on that I know. So, I don't think I'm running over anybody. And if I am, I apologize. Hey, Michigan Mud Digger. How you doing this morning? Scratch and go crazy. Morning, kids. How's everybody doing? I'm just playing with these rolls of pennies. It's too cold to go outside right now. Oh dear. Yeah, it's below freezing right at the moment. I think our high today is going to be 35. At some point, I do have to go outside and clean out my car because the state of Virginia has auto inspections, and I gotta clean my car out because I gotta take it to be inspected on Monday. Oh dear, day 1 of 10 in a row. Wow. I'm not real crazy about mine right now either, Mud. Really, I'm not. It according to the weather, it was supposed to snow yesterday, and so I made plans that did not involve going outside. And it never did snow, but it sure was nasty. I haven't even looked out today. I'm afraid to, truthfully. I see blue sky with a few scattered clouds. It doesn't look bad, but I know the temperature is other. But I do have to clean my car out because my car has things in it that probably should have got left up at the farm, and things that won't fit in my storage, and all kinds of crap that I found metal detecting that I don't really know what to do with. Metal that I got to find a place to stash until I accumulate enough of it to take it down to the recycle. I'm going to look at my temperature real quick. It is 27, 28, it just changed, with a feels like temperature of 21, and the wind is 9 miles an hour. So, not ideal for being out. But there's 2 things I want to do today. One is I need to get some of that junk out of my car so the guy can at least get in the front seat. He doesn't have to get in the back where I have a big plastic tub back there and a cooler that I sort trash metal into, because right up by my sister's there is a recycle place. I go right past it all the time, so I got a lot of junk in the back of my car. I have a sign for the farmer's market, which is now closed for the winter, a big sandwich board sign, a broken laundry hamper. I mean, there's just stuff back there. But I got to clean it out at least where the inspection guy can not hurt himself. It's embarrassing actually how bad my car is, but that car has 245,000 miles on it. So it's not gonna be pristine, that's for sure. I got that car when I still lived in Michigan, and it was already it had 2011 miles on it, I think, when I bought it. It's a good car. I'm gonna hate it when I have to replace it, because 59, so close and yet so far. We got us a 59, right on the cusp of being the breakfast of champions. So yeah, it's just getting broke in. Yeah, of course, the first thing I had to do, and I tell people this and they don't believe me, but I know Michigan Mud Digger well. I had to explain to people that there are no cars in the state of Michigan that do not need suspension work, because the roads in Michigan are awful. They are horrific. The only people in the state of Michigan who drive in a straight line are the drunks, because the sober people know you gotta swerve to not hit the potholes. Poor Mabel, that's my car, unstable Mabel. She has really hit some holes up there, but she's been a good car. I drove it from Michigan to Iowa twice, or 3 times, I can't remember. And then I drove it all over Florida and Georgia. I did tow it to Georgia, behind a truck. And then I towed it up here behind a truck. I'm in Virginia now. So. But yeah, I really like my little car. I'm going to hate to see her go. They don't make them anymore. They haven't made them for years. My car is a 2005 Malibu Max. And the Max, I think they only made them for like 4 or 5 years. They were actually a party car. That's the best way I can describe it. They were made for tailgating. It's basically a Malibu with a hatchback, and in the back, 1960, we almost got there. In the back of the Malibu Max, there's this little knob when you've got the seats folded up. There's this little place in the back, and you turn this knob, and a little table pops up. They're really cool little cars, and they still make them over in Europe. They're a very popular car over there. They have a different name. I've forgotten. I'll have to ask my friend Werner. He's the one that showed me that they still market them over there. But yeah, it's a Malibu with a hatchback. And I know they made 2004, 2005, 2006, and 2007. And I'm not sure after that. But I can haul so much stuff in that car. You can flip the back seats down. And I mean, I have my whole jewelry business in there many, many times, complete with my event tents, my tables, all of my display items, everything. I love that car. But like I said, they only made it for a few years. It's got 245,000 miles on it. So think about it. That has been one good little car. That's probably why they quit making them, because they were good. But yeah, I got to clean it out. I hope it passes inspection. I am a little leery of whether or not the thing is even going to pass inspection. I think most of the inspection things are pretty stupid here. I truly think the purpose of them is just for mechanics to make money. So, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's really a cool little car. I'm trying to pull a picture up here. Then I can share the screen and go over here. I think I got it. I just gotta. Yeah, well, that may well be. Michigan can't even talk about their inspection. I mean, their insurance. Michigan insurance is why I had to leave. It was either pay my rent or pay my insurance. I could not do both. On this little car right here, this car, with no tickets, no accidents, nothing on my record, my insurance, and not even full coverage, was $283 a month. That was more than the lot rent for my trailer. I did own my own trailer, and then it got flooded in the middle of winter. It kind of took out the heat and the air conditioning and the kitchen and, you know, the stove. So it was going to cost more to fix it than the mobile home was worth. So I deeded it back to the trailer park because they wanted to fix it, and came south. But yeah, there's what my car, except mine is a darker blue than that. Mine looks black. Yeah, I couldn't understand why I was paying that much. It was absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, so I just don't know. I don't know. With the stupid power. It's like every time we turn around, we have these power blips. Appalachian Power. I think they have little hamsters running around in a wheel somewhere. And when the hamster gets tired, our power goes out. Then it comes back on, and that's what you get. I'm trying to find the other picture because this one actually says it's black. And actually, I don't think it is. Here, this is my exact model of my car. Let me get this one up here instead, because this one is the exact my car. The other one was similar. It was an SS. Mine's an LS. Of course, mine doesn't have the big dent in the front like this one in this picture does, but anyway, let me see if I can get this rascal up here. Yeah. This is actually the one I have. And I like it because it's got this. But they didn't show. I'm surprised. Half the people selling these things don't even know they have the table in the back. This one's got the table up there. Cool. See the little table? How cool is that now? I have used that a few times when I've gone to flea markets and stuff. I'll unload my car and I'll set my table up there and sit right there in the back. And is that not cool? And that just drops back down to the area there at the bottom, and underneath that is where your spare tire goes. And the seats on it, they fold back, so you can lay the seats down, and all of that is then cargo space. I really love this car, and I really am going to cry when I have to get rid of it, but I know it's coming because things are starting to just go crazy. but yeah, it's got a sunroof that I have never opened. I never have, but that's exactly what my car looks like. But I love that storage space in the back. That storage space it's killer. I bought that car in Clio, Michigan, from a wholesale car guy, and I've had it for a long time. Okay, I can't have to take that glove off. It's driving me crazy. I hate when my gloves get dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna look for another one, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find one. Usually if I find them, they're in worse shape than mine. Okay, got me a clean glove. That other one, even though I washed it, I used it for nickels, and once you use a white glove to hunt nickels, you're done. It's just wasted then. I'm gonna do 10 rolls. That's what I decided I was gonna do, was 10 rolls, and I'm on roll number 2. If I don't feel any better, I'll probably still be sitting here going 3 pennies. So I was gonna say have fun at work, but I know that's not that's not gonna happen. So see you later. See you later. Have a good day. Ooh, that's about 10 kinds of nasty there. Put that in the nasty cup. I know just what I'm going to do with those nasty coins too. I've made a decision. So if there's anybody else here, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to refresh that screen. I'm going to open the bot. We're going to open up the Nightbot. Somebody might win something. It depends. If I get people. If I get any people in here. Of course, if you don't say anything. There's other Jimmy. Good morning, other Jimmy. I'm just playing with my box of pennies. We were talking about my car that I have got to go clean out. I'm praying it passes Virginia inspection, but I'm holding my breath. But I got to clean it out because I got to take it for the inspection. So, got to clean it out. Then I got to take it down to the car wash, vacuum it out. Maybe pick up some more quarters while I'm there. Yeah, this coming Friday, I go for finally go to transfer my tags to Virginia. I've been driving on Georgia plates since I got here in August because how the DMV is set up. I got Jimmy and James. Oh, look, I got the Yimmies. I got the Yimmies this morning. Hi, Jimmy and James. I'm still working on that box of pennies that I got. This is what I do when I just don't feel like doing anything else. The insurance company left me hanging over the weekend for getting some medication going for my thyroid. They just abandoned ship and they won't be open again until Tuesday. So I'm kind of weak. Oh, Jimmy, don't you hate that? Now, this is one thing that, most people, when they get the boxes, they get a sealed box. And I always ask because I'm not doing the coin roll hunting for other people. So I don't care if the box is sealed or not. In fact, I prefer that it is not. Ooh, there's a 67. I actually ask them to open the box and make sure that they are circulated. So that has not happened to me. I know it's happened to other people. Who was it? Somebody I was watching last night was going to hunt nickels, and they got the nickels and they were all new. And it's happened to people I know with $50 too. Somebody last night said all they got was like 5 boxes of 2018s. Hello, Hilo Silver. Thank you for stopping in. If you take a moment to hit the like button and the subscribe if you're not, I'd appreciate it. Well, hello, Miss Southern Belle. I was thinking about you this morning, girl. How's your sister doing? Is she getting any better? I know you've been spending a lot of time taking care of her, and that is a commendable thing. Oh, there's a 66. 87. So thank you very much for stopping in, Hilo. Just because I don't feel good, there's not much I just don't have the energy to do anything till they get something going for my thyroid. So, oh, that's great. She's up and about and gonna go shopping. That's good therapy. 1980. But yeah, I'm really under the weather. My ears are all plugged up and my thyroid's on the fritz. So I don't have a lot of energy, but I got enough to open a roll of pennies and look at them. So, Successful Slave. Hi, hon. How are ya? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, her boyfriend's there. Well, that'll certainly perk her up, won't it, Mel? Yeah, that'll do it. Hi, Mikey. We're just sorting out penny rolls in. Then I'll go back later. I've got my little containers here. I'm sorting by decade until I get to zinc, and then I have a tub for anything that's zinc, and I'll go back through all of them later for whatever I need to go through them for. That scale that I bought that I was so happy with, I put it on the charger all night last night. The green light was on. I unplugged it from the charger, carried it over to the computer, turned it on, and everything was red again, and the red light was flashing. So I think there's something wrong with it. I have to look and see if it's got a battery that can be changed. I don't think it does. So I'm probably going to have to send that one back. Just going to have to send my little scale back, and I'm so disappointed because I really liked the design and everything of it. And the first time I turned it on, it worked. No, I have not found that elusive 43 copper yet. But if I can ever get the scale working, we're going to go for the 83 copper. 83s were supposed to all be zinc, but a few of them accidentally got on some copper planchets, which makes them a bit valuable. The other thing I'm going to do is sort my copper from my zincs on the 82 based on weight. I mean, a lot of times you can look at them and tell. Hey, Mikey, you still have that other scale? Because I'm going to have to send this one back. It's defective. So if you still got that other scale you were talking about, I might be interested. Because this one is not functional. I'm not happy because I liked it. So if you would like to do what you messaged me about, I would greatly appreciate that. Because now I'm afraid to buy another one because I don't know if they're going to work. I'm pretty much doing 99.9% of my shopping by mail right now. So it's unfortunate, but that's what's happening. Like I said, it's only going to get up to 35 this afternoon, but I do have to go clean my car out. And I really want to, as cold as it is, if the wind isn't blowing too hard, I want to run up to the local schoolyard. I only got to try one of my new coils. I only got to try out for a half an hour on my detector, and that thing was finding money like crazy. In the half an hour, I found 7 quarters, 2 dimes, a nickel, and 2 pennies in an area that I had just detected the day before with a different coil. So I think I have finally found, out of the 3 coils that I have for the machine, I think I have found my favorite. And I want to go try it on the schoolyard because I've already detected that schoolyard before. Yeah, that would bother me too. If I looked and they were all the same mint mark on the enders, I would assume that the whole box was that way. But I would at least now go back and look at all the enders and see if there's any variation at all. Because yeah, that's a valid, that's a valid idea there, that it could be mixed. I normally would say it probably isn't, but the mint has been doing things weird, and banks have been doing things weird with change. So nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing at all. Kermit needs to get out of my throat. Yeah, so far in this whole box, I have found 1 Wheatie. 1 Wheatie. A 57D. Only Wheatie I have found. I haven't found any foreign. I haven't found much of anything. No Indians, obviously. No Indians have trooped through here. High-low's going, yeah, now I got to go look at my box and see what I got. Well, this one The first 15 rolls or so I looked at all had zinc pennies on the end, and I was starting to think it was going to be a complete and utter loss. But then I started finding, ooh, look at the toning on this guy here. I don't know if you can get that or not, but if I got it just the right way, look at the toning on that. That's a zinc penny, but it really does have that purple toning and stuff down here. Look at the toning on that thing. I've never seen such a pretty zinc penny. Just, that's unusual. Yeah, and I could look at it from different angles where it's not necessarily picking it all up under the scope, but under the light here it is. I'm going to try turning a different light on and see if it makes it better or worse. Wrong button. It's mostly on the bottom of the coin, but see that purple? So that's kind of neat. I'm going to set that one aside just because I like the toning of it. That's the only reason. The only reason. I'm going to be rolling pennies. Next time I go to the bank, I need to ask for some more penny and quarter rolls. I still have plenty of nickels. I still have dimes because I hardly ever look at dimes. They're just hard for me to read. I never seem to find anything in them. So other than dimes I find in my pocket change or an occasional roll, I really don't search dimes much. So got plenty of dime rollers. Have it set just for kids. Yeah, one of my friends has his set that way too, and I can't explain to him how to change it. So it's okay. We're opening the third roll. That one was not real productive. I think there was a 1960 one in there somewhere, but not too productive. Yesterday I got all excited because I finally got a Wheatie and I thought the tide was changing, but yeah, see, I'm up here in hillbilly heaven and they don't have a change machine, and the only way they will take the coins is if you roll them. And so that's the trade-off I have to make for getting boxes, is that I have to roll everything back up and take it back to them. But I do mark my rolls. I put a little heart on my rolls, and that way I know if I'm getting my own stuff back. And the other thing that I do is if I just finally got them to start giving me boxes again. But what I'm going to do is alternate on what I get. Like I got pennies this time. The time before I got nickels. I cannot afford a whole box of quarters. So I'm going to get maybe $100 worth of rolled quarters, and then that'll give time for whatever I brought back to find its way out of the bank. This one looks like it's a metal detected coin. Oh, gee, that's something I'm never going to have to worry about, Miss Southern Belle. I'm never going to get monetized. And it's okay. I have resolved myself to the fact that there are people who do not like me. And I am an acquired taste, you know, but I'm not going to worry about it. The main reason I wanted to get monetized was to help defray the cost of giving things away. So unfortunately, the trade-off, is going to be that I'm not going to be able to give away so many things. Like this one right here, this 12 Days of Christmas thing, plus all of the, you can figure each day had 3 prizes. So there was 12 days times 3, plus the Epiphany one had 3 or 4 prizes. It's going to cost about $100 for me to send all those out. And so that was the reason I was trying to get monetized. I not by any means trying to get rich. I just wanted to be able to continue giving things away. But I'm going to have to cut that back. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't. Well, you can set, Miss Southern Belle, you can set your channel to hold any comment that you think is questionable, and it won't show up until you go into this list and read those comments, and then you can click on it to release it, to report it, to delete it. And that's the way my channel is set, because unfortunately I have a little group of haters, the hater taters, and so about once a week I go look at it, and it's usually the same 2 or 3 little juveniles, and after the 3rd time they did it, then I just started reporting them, and YouTube has started taking down their mostly fake channels, and then you just get the weirdo trolls. I get the people trying to entice folks over to their girly channels. That's the best way I'm gonna put it. I get a lot of those. I don't know why, but yeah, if you have that clicked in your channel setup, anything that's questionable won't show up until you review it. So that's how I have mine set, and it has worked pretty well. Yeah, I appreciate that in this channel, because when you're looking at coins, you can't, I mean, I'm watching the chat out of the corner of my eye all the time, but sometimes I don't see something happening. Now, the channel that I am a mod in, I do the same thing. I'm not a mod in a whole lot of channels. I'm a mod in Handy Andy's. I'm a mod on Ravenhawk. And Ravenhawk is big enough that we do get wackadoodle weirdos that come in there posting racist things or hateful things, and all the mods in there, it's almost like a contest to see which one of us can smack them down first. I've had a few in here, and my mods are really good. And speaking of my mods, has anybody seen Jessie O in the past couple of days? The last time she was here, she wasn't feeling well. And then I wasn't feeling well Thursday night when Raven was on. And so I didn't stay, and she and I are both mods in that channel. So I'm just concerned if anybody has seen her. I hope she's okay, because she was not feeling well. And there were a couple of places I was yesterday that I would have thought for sure she'd have been in, and I did not see her all day yesterday. So yeah, I go through when I see that they have subscribed, I get rid of them. I check, I usually pull up everybody that has subscribed to me in like the last week or so and take a look. Oh, yes, there are, Muscle Shell. There absolutely are. And I unfortunately get a few of those people because I mentioned the fact that my niece adopted a child, and he has sickle cell disease. Well, sickle cell is a disease that primarily only affects African Americans. So because I had made that remark in one of my streams, someone figured out that there were people of color in my family and started sending some nasty messages related to race. And pretty much if you report one of those channels, they're gone pretty quick. That's one thing that YouTube is pretty diligent on. If they know about them, they will get rid of those. The other thing they'll get rid of is anything that's exploiting young kids, anything that is inciting riots or violence. All right, Slave, I'm so glad you came by. Hit the like on the way out. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I'm stuck. I've been stuck at the same number for 3 weeks now. No, 2 weeks. I'm sorry. 2 weeks. Because I'll get 2 and then they'll take 1 away, and I'll get 3 and they take 5 away. It's the new math, sponsored by YouTube. I don't know. It gives a lot of credence to that joke they use over on Penny Dog, for YouTube anyway. Math is hard. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm a little worried about Jessie. I haven't seen her for a couple days, and she is usually right there on Ravenhawk. They're old friends. So if anybody sees her, please tell her I was asking about her. If you have a video go up really early, it seems you get spam. Yeah, that is why I don't ever put mine up before 11 a.m. I do throw some Penny live streams up, but like if I'm premiering a metal detecting video or something, I pretty much stick to later in the day. But math is not hard, Muscle Shell says. Let me tell you a little story, sweetheart, about a girl who in elementary and junior high school was in, I guess right now they call it something else, but back then they called it the accelerated program. I think they call it advanced. Anyway, I was in the smart kid classes. I never made anything pretty much but A's, except I got bad grades in conduct because I had some hyperactivity issues and they didn't know what that was in the 50s and 60s. I'd finish my work and get bored and wander around the class and get in trouble. And then finally they found things for me to do when they figured it out. But anyway, 8th grade rolled around and I had a teacher who was teaching the book not in the order it was written, because she wanted to save all the pre-algebra things until the end. And about halfway through the class, she got in a really bad car accident. So we had a substitute teacher for the rest of the year. And we tried and tried to explain to this teacher that we were not doing the book in chapter order, but she insisted to pick up that way, which meant all of the pre-algebra classes got skipped. So those of us, there were 9 of us that were in the accelerated program. And so we got put into algebra without ever having any exposure to pre-algebra. We were lost. I mean, lost. And I told the teacher I wasn't getting it. I just wasn't getting it. Somebody just came in. Oh, Silverball. Hi, Silverball. How are you? Glad to see you this morning. So anyway, I failed that class. I had never failed a class in my life. I begged to be transferred out of it and to go back to pre-algebra, and they did not allow me to do that. And what I ended up with is something called math anxiety syndrome. I know how to do the math, but when you sit me down to take a test, I panic. And every bit of math, as it says about Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, every bit of math just goes right slap out of my head and I freeze. So here I am in college. Oh, I had to go to summer school, go all the way back, take pre-algebra, then go back and take algebra. So I ended up behind on my math, and it really stressed me out terribly. So I got to college. They used to have this thing, I don't think they have it anymore, called the CLEP test, CLEP, College Level Examination Program. And what that was a test you could take in 5 different subjects and basically get credit for what you already had learned. And since I didn't start college till I was 26, I was a prime person to take these exams. Well, I clept my entire freshman year, except math. I could not pass the math. So I had to take this one math class. And the first time I took it, it ruined my perfect 4.0 because I failed it. So the next time I audited that class so I could get a pass or fail on it. And I wasn't going to get credit, but I just was trying to get where I could pass the darn thing. And I failed it again. So then I got a math tutor. All right, bye, Muscle Shell. So then I got a math tutor, and my math tutor was a musician friend of mine who had a degree in mathematics, a young man named Billy Jones, who was a lead guitarist for a band called the Outlaws. And Billy worked with me, and I failed it again, and he very politely told me that I should probably stick to photography, but I could never, 61, could never pass that class. It took me 9 tries. It got to the point where that was the only class that was keeping me from getting my degree. So don't tell me math isn't hard, because it was hard for me. Really hard. Like I said, I can do it if there's no pressure involved. Okay, I don't think I'm shooting for monetizing anyway. Didn't realize kids save content, disable comments. But most of the people I watch that's monetized. Yeah, see, you don't have to do that. Made for kids, and you can do it on individual videos rather than the whole channel. But and I have a friend that does his that way. It takes a little more time. I don't even know what Shopkick is. I have no idea what that is. No idea. That was last year. It came out February 28th of last year. Last Christmas, I got to go see the Outlaws. I have known the Outlaws my whole life, by the way. There's nobody left of the original band. Their PR says Henry Paul was in the original band, but he was not. He was in the Outlaws 2.0. The Outlaws existed from 67 to 71. And then they broke up, got back together in 72. Same band, different lead singer. I mean, different rhythm guitar player. And that's where Henry came in. So anyway, the last real guy left last year, and that was the drummer Monty Yoho, who I have known since 1968. Yeah, most of the originals are deceased. Guitar player Billy Jones sadly committed suicide, and Frank O'Keefe, the original bass player, was found dead in his apartment. And at first they tried to say that was a suicide, but we all knew better. And then they said it was a drug overdose, and we all fought that one, because what it turned out to be actually is still listed on his death certificate as undetermined, related to drugs. And what we think happened is a drug was found in Frank's system that he would never ever have done. He had been exposed to cocaine in the past. He did not like cocaine at all. It was not something he had any interest in at all. But what we think happened was that somebody may have put some drugs in something he consumed. We just don't believe that happened. Lead guitar player Huey Thomason, back, I don't remember what year, in the 2000s, the band just came back from a tour. He took his family out to eat, sat down in his chair to watch the Buccaneers football game, and when his wife checked on him a few hours later, they found he had died of a heart attack sitting there watching the Bucks. So The original singer of the band, Herbie Pino, he left the band in 71 to go in the military. He passed away in 2014. The only originals from the 68 to 71 are the two drummers, David Dix and Monty Yoho, neither of whom are in the band at this time. So there's one really cool song on Dixie Highway, although they got the title of it slightly wrong. It was a Frank O'Keefe song that they used to play back in the 60s, and they kind of did it as a tribute to him. It's called Windy City Blues, but they got it a little wrong on the label. I don't care whether I watch the commercials or not, so I'm not going to pay to turn the commercials off. Yeah, see, I can't put that kind of stuff on my phone. My phone has such limited memory that I got everything on there it'll allow me to have. If I put anything else on, it won't let me take pictures. So I used to have something similar to that where I scanned my receipts and stuff. But when you're one person, you're only shopping for one person, you never really make any money because those things all, it's like 10 cents here and 10 cents there. And I just found I was never getting any money. I think I got a check one time from one of them for $10, and it took me a year to do that. So if I was shopping for more than one person, oh, you better believe that I'd be doing that. But it just doesn't seem to be too profitable for me right now. So okay, I'm on roll. I think I'm on roll 3. I might be on roll 4. I lost track here. I said I was going to do 10. Then I'm going to go try to install my new shower head. I don't like the shower heads in these apartments that I moved into. They're really, they're just a one pulse shower head, and they're just, I don't know. I wanted one that I could massage my feet, my ankles, my joints with, that had like the pulsating. And my insurance actually paid for it for me. So I got a really nice brand new Waterpik multi-flow shower head. So I gotta get that in there. It's been sitting in there for 2 days now. Just because I was too lazy to look for the pliers. I just haven't been feeling well. And yeah, I just don't know if I could even put anything else on my phone. That's the big issue. If I can put it on my laptop and do it from there, then maybe I could, but I just can't put anything else on my phone. I have a couple of medical apps on there that are really memory intensive, but I need them. So I have one for my health insurance. It gives you every 3 months you get like $300 and something worth of things that you can buy over the counter items with. And it used to be everything you ordered out of a catalog, but now I really like, you can go to Walmart or CVS or several different stores and use the card there. Well, in order to do that, some of them are a little ambiguous on what size item you can use and get and that sort of thing. So you use this app and scan the items in the store, and it tells you if they are eligible for you to get with the credits. And man, that thing is saving me. It just started January. That thing is saving me some money, some serious money. I mean, like, I get about $100 a month, and there's a lot of over-the-counter things that I need that it does cover. So it really is helpful, but it sucked up a lot of memory on my phone. But gotta have it, because otherwise I'd get to the register and half of the things I have would not be eligible to be paid for with the card. So, but yeah, that's really a big plus of my health insurance, that it provides all that stuff. I was able to get things like I needed a seat for my shower so that I don't fall down and bust my noggin. And those things are 40, 50 bucks. It paid for that. So I got to keep that on my phone, which kind of keeps me from putting anything else on my phone. All right, I killed that roll. All right, who all's in here? This next roll I'm going to give away. I will keep anything, I will set anything aside that is 60s or older, or anything of the 2009 Lincoln series. So if you are interested in winning whatever might be in this roll, you need to post something in the chat, so my Nightbot, who is mad at me for waking him up, will pick you up. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to post something, anything, in the chat box while I go get myself a beverage. And then we'll come back, and I'm going to give this roll away to somebody. Post. The other Jimmy says, post. Post, he says. Oops. Oh, my goodness. All right. So far, let me see how many people the bot says are here. I'm going to reset it, because it's got some people in it that I know are not here. So I'm going to reset it and make everybody post again, and they're all going to hate me. Okay, everybody post again, please. Sorry, I reset it because there were people on there that I knew were not in the stream anymore. Yeah, I'm not feeling good either, Mikey. That's why I'm sitting here doing this, because I don't have the energy to do anything else. I just went and made me another tea. Ordering a biscuit? Where are you ordering that biscuit from? Hardee's? Bojangles? I want a biscuit. Okay, it says there are 8 people here and only 3 have posted. So I guess the other 5 don't have any interest in this roll of pennies. I got about a minute and a half left. Wouldn't it be funny? You all stuck your nose up at the little roll of pennies and then something tremendous fell out of it. I did that once. Somebody was going to give me a roll. There's Florida Thunder digging with Rob just in time to possibly win. Got cold pizza. To possibly win whatever is in this roll of pennies. I'm just sitting here sorting pennies, Rob, because I'm not feeling too sporty. But I need to get this penny box back at some point. It's taken up a lot of room here, and I still got half a box to go. Yeah, Rob, you know when to show up. He can smell a giveaway. For those of you who don't know Florida Thunder Digging with Rob, he is a metal detectorist extraordinaire down in Florida. I have actually been detecting with him before. And if I can ever get my COVID thing shot, got a box in from the new bank, did them the other night, got 15 Wheaties. Well, so far I've done almost half this box and I got 1 Wheatie. 1. Okay, it says there's 8 people here, but Mr. Nightbot only seeing 4 of you, so I don't know who the other 4 are. See, math isn't that hard. So I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Bot tell me which one of these people is going to get whatever's in this thing. Like I said, anything from 60s on back or any 2009s, I automatically put aside. We're going to roll it. Archaeology Mikey. Oh my goodness. That boy is the winning fool. He is a winning fool. I don't know how he does this. It makes me crazy how often he wins. But I can tell you this much. I can tell you this without question.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Regular, cinnamon,
and Mikey likes it. There he goes. Mikey likes it. Yeah, he wins all the time. I got stuff down here for him right now. All right, let's see what's in this roll. Now, if there's any other really oddball thing in here, yeah, we keep that one around, Rob. We keep that one around just for Mikey. Mikey wins a lot, and Mikey likes to come in and tell us what he's having for dinner. So sometimes when he comes in and tells us what he's having for dinner, we'll put the Mikey likes it up there for him. Mikey is really, really knowledgeable about coins, Rob. He's one of those guys when you're coin roll hunting and you're looking for like errors and stuff. This kid knows his goods. So he's a good guy to have around. He's getting ready to go to Florida, I think, pretty soon to go to college. So I don't want to drop your pennies here. I'm not doing a very good job opening my roll. Yeah, a lot of times I'll be in looking through stuff and I'll have to ask Mikey. And then there's that other that website that I was told about the other night, varietyvista.com. That is the best. 7 months left of the Navigator Prep program for Beacon College. Now, where exactly is Beacon? I've heard of it. I think you said it was somewhere near Leesburg or something. Yeah, he wins because he's humble. He wins because he's lucky. That kid just wins. Plus, he's out there all the time. I think the bot has his name memorized. I think the bot's got his name memorized. Okay, so far, nothing there for Mikey. And nothing there for Mikey. Ooh, here's one I think Rob dug up down there in Florida. That one looks like it. Yeah, I thought it was Leesburg. That one's pretty grubby. I'm going to put that in the grubbo tank. Scratch and go crazy. You stop it. You won the grand prize in the 12 Days of Christmas and 2 other prizes, too. Don't get greedy. McGreedy. Oh, wait, somebody else has taken that name, McGreedy. Yeah. Scratch won the big prizes. Yeah. So far, I'm not doing much for you here, Mikey. Just a bunch of stinking zinkins. But we'll keep going. You never know. That's the thing. You just don't know. That's the whole thing of hunting coin rolls. I had the very first box I got had 24 Wheaties in it. The next box I got had 4 Wheaties in it. Oh, but Rob's got the big money. He's going to do halves. I have never done a box of halves because I can't afford to buy a box of halves. But I like watching people go through them. And I used to donate on those things. But, oh, Rob, before you leave, if you're still here, I got 2 new coils for my Simplex. The 22, that's the little, the small coil. I'm having a little problem adjusting to that one. It's zoning in on a lot of trash. But the other one, which is the 24, which is the 9-inch round instead of the 11, I am in love with that coil. I had it out for a half an hour. I found $2.52, I think it was, in clad in an area that I had gone over the day before with the little sniper coil and did not find those items. And they were not surface. A couple of them were semi-surface finds, but they really weren't surface finds. So I'm dying to get out and try that one out again, but it's 27 degrees today. So, oh, what we got here? 69. Okay, we'll put that aside. I keep all the 60s on back. So yeah, good luck, Rob. My jewelry is mostly put away right now. But I will do one on my jewelry channel probably after I get the Christmas tree down. It's because most of it is like kind of back behind the Christmas tree, and I got to move the chair and everything to get to it, but I will do that. And I'm working on a piece right now. Oh yeah, the Rob, that number 24, they call it, the 9-inch coil. I love that thing. And I got the carbon fiber lower shaft as well. And I have that one. That's $2.52 that'll get me gas to Florida. Oh, I have gas money. It's not, gas money's not the issue. Muscle Shell gave me money to go to Florida. The problem is that I can't get my COVID shot, and my doctor told me if I wanted to die, then I should go, but if I didn't, that I should stay home. So, and now I'm having this issue with my thyroid. So what I'm doing is I'm saving that money, and after I get the vaccine, then I will be able to go see my brother. And I talked to Greg down at Florida Hunt 7 and explained to him what was going on, and asked if maybe at a later time in the year he could arrange for a small group of us to go back onto that property. So we might be making that happen, where I can go there and round up some of you guys after the big hunt. I just really can't be around too many people, especially now with my thyroid doing this dance. But no, I have the gas money. It's just a matter of the COVID thing. They don't have it available to me yet here in Virginia. And I'm just waiting my turn. My brother in Florida, he's already gotten his first of 2. He had absolutely no side effects from it, and made a joke with me that after he gets the second one, that he and his wife are going to really go out on the town. He said, yeah, they're going to drive through the window and get a pizza. My brother's so high risk, that's a big deal for him. The one thing that they will do, though, is they have a motorhome, and there's a beach that they like to go to in North Florida that is not very crowded. And there's another 60s for Mikey. They will probably go to the beach, but he's gonna be, I'm in the next group also, right? What we have going right here now is, okay, well, I got a couple of 60s pennies for Mikey. I got a 1969D and the generic 69. So I'll just throw those in with Mikey's 9 zillion other things that I'm mailing him anyway. Right now here they're still doing the nursing home and healthcare workers. And then I'm supposed to be in the next batch because of my high risk and the fact that I live in a senior home where, unfortunately, we've had 12 cases out of 41 people, and 5 of them have passed away. So I'm just waiting, but I can't really go down there until things clear up a little bit. It's just, pocket change here from Australia. How are you? We are just going through, I think this is roll 7, 6 or 7. I've lost track. My brother, see, Florida is way ahead. That's the one thing I can say. Some parts of Florida are way ahead. Seminole County, they are really, really organized, and they've got their medical people are done, and they are now working on the 75 and older population, and they're really getting the job done. My brother got his shot week and a half ago, I guess. But I can't really go down to Florida to Florida Hunt 7. I wanted to go so bad, but I can't because there's, a couple hundred people going to be there. But I will come down, Rob, as soon as I'm cleared, and we will go do some hunting. I want to try these things out on the beach. So we will get her done. All right, Rob, good luck with your halves. Hope you find some silver, lots of silver. 86. Got a lot of 80s out of here. A lot of them. Anyway, yeah, I really wanted to go. I'm kind of heartbroken that I can't. I still have the rental car reserved. And so what I might do that weekend, weather permitting, is either go to Virginia Beach or one of the beaches in North Carolina that's only about 4 hours away, and do a little detecting where I can safely social distance and get out for a little bit and try out my new toys and shoot some videos. And it's kind of like the consolation prize for not being able to go to Florida Hunt. But if the weather is halfway decent, I might do that. Just take a little day trip. Maybe just go over there, stay one night, and then get up that morning and detect a little bit more, and then come home. So I really want to try the new coils out on the beach. I've heard that they greatly improve how the Simplex works at the beach. So I'm excited to do that. Here's another grubby, but it's a 65. I don't know if that was in the dirt or somebody's cup holder, but I got a bend for the 60s. So. Boy, I got a bunch of zinc here. I got this little blue tub, and it is full of zincs. I got to go back through, take a quick look at them all. I'll sort those out by what they are, and I'll probably find some more 2009s. Thinking about starting to buy old 1800s to early 1900 bill notes. I don't really know a whole lot about paper currency. I know that I was an idiot when I was a kid. I had a whole bunch of Confederate money, and I don't know what I did with it because I was a kid and I just thought it was funny. But if I had it now, it would be worth a small fortune. Because it was real. It wasn't, it wasn't play money or anything. It was real Confederate money that I found in an old book that I bought in a thrift store when I was a teenager. And I was just too stupid to realize what I had. I think I was about 13, maybe. Wish I had that money now. Now, see, that's something I would be interested maybe in doing is military money. You know, things that are related to wars. And like I do have a couple of Philippines coins that they're from the Philippines, but they're from U.S. occupied Philippines. So they have United States of America on them. But things, you know, script and that kind of things related to wars. Yeah, a little bit. I haven't been over there lately. I used to watch her quite a bit and Big T. In fact, one of my nephew's Christmas presents I bought from one of their auctions. But I do have this one set of military coins that I bought in an auction. But I think I might, you know, if I was going to collect paper money, I think I would go with some sort of a specialty thing, you know, like Confederate money or military script, that kind of thing. I do have some $2 bills. I think I'm going to do. Yeah, I have one also, Miss Southern Belle. I got it. Sublime Mad Dog won it on Nick Molnar's channel and had him send it to me. And that's a beautiful coin. So anyway, I don't know if this is roll 9 or roll 10, but oops, I think this is going to be my last roll because my hands are starting to get a little weird. Anyway, I was going to say, Miss Southern Belle, I actually started a piece of jewelry, and I had to put it aside with some of those beads that you sent me. So I'm still thinking the design over. I've just got it laid out. I haven't actually started the construction of it yet. But I'll definitely be showing some jewelry after I can get to it. My apartment is so small when I put, ooh, what in the world? Somebody done jumped all over Abe there. They beat him to a pulp. Yeah, when I put the Christmas tree up, everything kind of got pushed behind things, under things. I built what I was originally trying to build, a bench you could sit on, but for the time being, it's a workbench. I have to get different either lower the legs or cut these off. And I trying to decide if I want to just keep it as a workbench. I don't have room for that and a sofa, so it's going to have to be a one or the other proposition. We'll see how it works out. It's the breakfast of champions. We got the Wheatie. Wheatie. Speaking of war, 1945 Wheatie. Looky there. That's the second Wheatie of the box. Only the second one. Yeah, I like Nick's channel. He has some really cool stuff. I got a 45 Wheatie. That's the second Wheatie out of the box. The other was a 57D. So we got a Wheatie. Yeah, Mikey didn't get any Wheaties in his, but I got one. I just happened to look down and see it, and I was like, oh, it's coin It's Penny Nirvana. Got the weedy weedy. And yeah, I'm just doing this because I want this be done with this box by Tuesday. The bank is closed on Monday, so I want to finish this up. So if I'm going to finish it up, I have to get all of the rolls searched and sorted, so then I can go back through and look for my errors and such. My tub is overflowing here. I'm gonna have to find something else to put the Zinkins in. So yeah, so anyway, I thought I would, while I was just resting here, waiting for the meds that I do have to kick in, go through some rolls, and then I'll probably come back on later tonight, maybe. Let's see. I'm not trying to intentionally stream over anybody. Dimes, I do not know much about. I don't really sort them because I can't really read them. But the obvious for me would be to be looking for somebody accidentally rolling up a Merc dime. But there are silver dimes up to 64, I believe. And so you're looking for silver, you're looking for those, you're looking to see if somebody screwed up and put a barber dime in there. And then there's a whole different set of varieties and errors. You could go over to, let me see, let's go over there real quick. Variety Vista. And Lincoln Cents, Mercury dimes, Roosevelt dimes. Okay, let's see what they have for Roosevelt dimes. There's actually DDOs, double die reverse, double die reverse. If I were doing dimes, here's where I would go. I would go. This is just the Roosevelts, but I would definitely, go over there and, I messed up here. Hang on. I accidentally hit paste twice. Let me get that out of there. There we go. And this will tell you pretty much by year everything you want to be looking for in dimes. I have a hard time reading dimes. Yeah, there you go, Mikey. I did the one for the Roosevelts. It'll give you an idea what some of the things that you would want to look for. But that site, I am in love with that site. It breaks everything down by year and photographs, good photographs with close-ups and photographs taken by different people of the same error, which really helps me. I'm a visual person. You can tell me, oh, it's on the right side and it's this and that. I got to see it. I don't know what I'm looking for unless I actually see it, get the image in my head, and then I'm pretty good at remembering it. I just have to see one, you know. Like this morning, I saw a real good picture of a D over D that I now have that image in my head where I really know what I'm looking for. But yeah, I would go over to Variety Vista and then select the kind of dime that you are looking at, whether it's Merck's or whatever, and then pull those pictures up. All right, I'm going to do one more because I'm not sure if I did 10 or 9. 2,000 broad stuck through. Wow, that's why I got to go back through these pennies. There's all kinds of crazy things in pennies that I'm just going through them right now. I'm just going through and sorting them by decade, basically. I've got a bin for 80s, a bin for 70s, a bin for 60s, a bin for anything older than that, and a special bin for my 82s because I'm working on a project with them. So then I have to go back through them all and look for, like, oops, I just threw an 80s in the because I'm not throwing the 80s in the zinc bin, even though some of them are. Well, that one can stay in there. I'll catch it on the way back through. I can't believe I have only found 2 Wheaties in this whole box. That's the worst I have ever done on Wheaties. Usually I get at least over 10. My very first box, I was so spoiled because I got like 21 or 22. There was a bunch of them in it. And there were some really old ones. But I'm not having that with this. And I think the high today is only going to be 35. And so I am at some point going to have to take a trash bag out and start cleaning out my car and getting ready to go through the inspection. And if it's not too awful, I'm going to run up the street to the schoolyard. I've already detected there twice with my regular coil. So it'd be interesting to go back over that area with the smaller. First I'll go with the 9-inch, and then I'll go back with the little sniper coil at the end. After I've done it with the 11-inch and the 9-inch, then I'll go back with the sniper coil and see if there's anything left. But right now I want to go back with the 9-inch coil. I had really good luck with it at the park the other day. No, I don't think Mikey wears a bra. We're getting funny here. Another 82 for my stack. I'm really disappointed with my that my scale's not working right. I plugged it back in with a different charger, and I'm going to try it again. Maybe it's just that charger block isn't good. So I'm just going to leave it overnight, and if the same thing happens again, we got here 1959. We almost got into Wheaties. Almost, not quite. Close, but no cigar. No, these are bankrolled. these are bankrolled. Now, if I get the customer rolled, the first thing I'm going to be doing is looking to see if there's a little heart on the roll, because if there's a little heart on the roll, then I'm the customer that rolled them and I don't want them back. So I do mark my rolls, not with a great big giant obvious thing. It's just a little heart drawn on there with a marker, but that way I know I'm not getting things I rolled. But these are bankrolled, so not an issue. Ooh, that one's nasty. That's a 66. Put that in the 60s. I'm almost done. Yep, first year of the Lincoln Memorials. I really would have liked a year older, where I was having the breakfast champions, Ziwites. Another 80. Boy, there's a lot of zinc in these. That's a really shiny 2018, not too beat up. I'm going to put it aside. I really haven't concentrated on the later pennies in my books. So if I need that one, that's a good one. Last penny. 99. Alrighty, well, I think that's about it for today. Well, for right now. I got a shower nozzle to install, a car to clean out, and maybe a quick trip to the schoolyard if the wind isn't blowing. If it's too windy, I won't go, because that would make the difference. I can take the cold if there's no wind, but if the wind is, I gotta see what end of the box this is. Okay, that's the 84s. All right, I'm gonna put my 82s in here. All right, yeah, if the wind is bad, I can't be out there, but the cold on its own doesn't bother me. It's just if the wind is blowing with it, I can't. I just want to go that one little tot lot there. I can do the whole thing in a half an hour. So it just depends. First, I got to do my shower nozzle thing, and then I got to go clean my car out, and then I'm going to come take a shower, because I'll be nasty after I clean that car out. It is bad. There's all kinds of metal and junk in there from detecting trips. Okay, let me see what this is. This is my 50s. Yeah, that's my 59s. Okay, put them away. So, y'all have a good day. Keep your eyes open for Jessie O. I'm really worried about her. She's usually really, really out there, visible. That's the word I'm looking for. And I haven't seen her in 2 days. I think Wednesday actually was the last time I saw her. Yeah, we've got one, Mikey, on my sister's property that dates back to pre-Civil War. And last year, my sister and I tried to go over there, and it was so overgrown. We were trying to cut a path through, and my sister slipped and fell and hurt herself. So we didn't get there then. And then this year, we had a guy that was going to come cut us a path over to it. And when he saw how overgrown with brambles and wild roses and stuff, he said he would prefer to wait until winter when some of the stuff has died back. So around February, the end of February, he is going to go cut us a path to get over to that house. And then we're going to build a little bridge. There's a small stream that runs through there. And we're going to build a bridge out of pallets. We don't need like a big giant bridge or anything, just a little bridge across. So, but we know nobody has been over there with a metal detector, to our knowledge, ever. You would just about have to go through my brother-in-law and sister's property to get there. And for a long time, there was a dispute where one of the cousins said that house was on his property. But I researched it, and I pulled up the tax assessor's rolls and the plat maps, and it clearly shows the house is on my sister and brother-in-law's property. So that guy can no longer keep us out of there. We can keep him out of there. So as soon as I get that cut back, my sister and probably my niece, my grandniece, will go over there. I have 2 other beginner detectors, and they're both interested in going on that excursion. So we will be getting over there. I've been trying to get over to that house for 3 years. Just haven't been able to get that done yet, but that is going to happen within the next 3-4 months, I think. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna run. Probably be back later. I still have a half a box to go. Actually, a little bit more than a half a box to go, but I got to do some other things. So we will come back later and do some more pennies. Penny, penny, penny. I'll see y'all later. Thank you. I'm really tickled that I had multiple moderators show up for an unannounced stream. My mods rock. So thanks, Mikey. Thanks, Southern Belle. I had Muscle Shell here a little earlier. So at one point in time, I had 3 mods in the room. That was pretty cool. So good for Penny Dog. Sorry, Mikey. That one's not going to excite me very much. Yeah, it's a long story. I used to be an avid Penny Dog supporter. Now I just yep. Maybe she can teach people some math. Deej, hi Deej. Deej is cooking. I bet it's good too. Anyway, I gotta go do me some cooking too. Actually, I burned my dinner last night. I was making beef tips, and I got a phone call, and I burned my beef tips. So I got to come up with something else for today. Maybe just a frozen pizza kind of day today. But I bet Deej is cooking something really good. If you guys have not tuned in to Digging with Deej, Mikey, you might find something that some of the stuff she's doing really interesting. She's been doing a lot of things with company script and tokens and military things, and she does some very, very informative videos and live streams. It's really awesome. I unfortunately slept through the one the other night because I was sick, but I did go back and watch some of it later. I still haven't finished it, but yeah, if you are not on her channel, you need to be, because she is awesome, very, very knowledgeable. And I'm gonna run because I got to get this stuff done, and it's almost noon, and I haven't done anything but sit here and drink tea and play with pennies. It's one of those kind of days, folks. Plus, Deej is in Michigan, and when I get back up there, I'm going to look her up. I am going back to Michigan. I was intending to go to Michigan when I ended up here, and I am still planning to go back to Michigan. I miss it. I love Michigan. I will be heading back there. There's Marty. Hi, Marty. We're just getting ready to end here, but I'm probably going to come back on sometime later. Thank you, Mikey, for doing that. Could you also do that for Marty? Marty is nuts about digging in coins. Unfortunately, I slept through Marty's last live stream. This thyroid thing is really making me tired, and they need to get me some medicine here. So, because I'm dragging. That is dragging. Yeah, one of the other things I got to do is I got to finish printing all these labels and stuff from the 12 days. Yeah, my friend Q, he lives in Genesee County. He said the same thing, that it was really cold, but their snow had melted off. And Michigan Mud was here earlier. So, yeah, I have my little Michigan parade went through. So, but yeah, I want to get back up there. I have so many places up there I want to check out, including my friend's 80-acre farm. Some of it is probably so full of junk that you wouldn't find anything good, because they used to do mud bogging things out there, but other parts of it are pretty pristine, and that has been in the same family for generations. So yeah, I got some places up there to do. All right, gang, I'm gonna go get me another tea and find the pliers and attempt to do plumbing. This could be bad. Just my one last thing before I go. If you're in my space, cover your face, please. Bye, everybody. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for popping in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe thing if you haven't done that. And we'll catch up with you later on. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for putting Marty's channel up there.